So imagine 65 million years ago when the dinosaurs lived, a meteor hit the Yucatan. It killed 75% of all life on Earth in a matter of hours. And all these rainforests around the Earth, as well as dinosaurs and lots of animals, died and decomposed and became a strata of Earth below the surface. There are different substances around the Earth that are humic substances, and I'll explain. I'm not going to say humic and fulvic at this point. Let's just say humic substances. There's something called shilajit in the Himalayas. It's like a pasty,
Like a
sticky
tar.
substance. It's like a tar, yeah, and it oozes from rocks. Then we have peat in the British Isles, and it comes out of bogs and ancient bog areas, lowland areas. It's this kind of a clumpy soil. Then we have terra preta in the Amazon and the South America, and then we have something called humate and leonardite in North America. And these substances are that we use. It's the humate is a black crystalline, incredibly mineral rich substance, like so mineral rich that in the powder form, the amount that you would need to take in a year is less than a cup.
Wow.
So it's that mineral rich because you have to imagine an entire rainforest, if you've ever seen one with, 200-foot tall trees and vegetation chock full, all decomposing into this strata of earth, bringing all of their mineral content back into this substance. So beyond providing all the minerals that you need, humic and fulvic have these incredible capacities. So just to be clear, the humic molecule is a pretty large molecule relative to, it's much larger than a cell. And ultimately, the fulvic molecule comes out of the humic molecule.
Okay.
Okay. So I say it's kind of like a birthing. It's extracted from the humic. So when I talk about humic, it actually will always have some fulvic associated with the molecule, but humic in particular has specific capacities. It hangs out in your bloodstream or in your gut, and it's an incredibly effective binder. It's a really interesting molecule because on different places on the surface of this molecule have different polarities, so it can attract molecules of multiple different positive or negative polarity. It's incredibly effective at gathering biowaste, toxins like glyphosate, nanoplastics, spike proteins, graphene oxide, heavy metals just in general. Now, as well as senescent cells, I mean, all sorts of different detritus that your body is ready to get rid of. I call it Mother Nature's janitor because it literally just hangs out in your bloodstream, in your gut, gathering up the stuff that you need to get rid of.
How about lipopolysaccharides from gut bacteria, the endotoxins that certain pathologic gut
Endotoxins.
bacteria?
Yeah, and I am not sure about endotoxins, and somebody asked me that recently, so I don't want to make that claim
Okay.
without
I'll look into
having.
it.
And I have that on my list to do some research. I'm not sure anybody's done any studies with endotoxins or mycotoxin relief. My gut feeling is that it definitely would support the detox of those, but I can't say that because I haven't done the research.
Okay, that's
Um,
fair.
so the other cool thing, so ultimately this molecule, this humic molecule, gets so heavy because these different things are chemically bound to it that it falls out of solution and like precipitates out of solution, and it leaves the body through all the elimination channels. And that's really key because most elimination and detox products require certain channels to be open. But the beautiful thing about humic, and it makes sense because it's a natural detoxification tool, it works on fields, I mean, there's a story from a scientist who worked in the big, where was the big Russian nuclear accident?
Oh,
Um,
Chernobyl.
yeah, Chernobyl, and they were trying to get plants to grow. They gave a hectare of land to different scientists, and they said, see if you could get something to grow. And the only hectare that grew was the one they put humic on.
Wow.
They spread humic over it. So incredibly effective natural detoxification agent. It uses every elimination channel, including your tears, your snot, your sweat, your breath, your earwax, your just sloughing off cells. Which is great because it doesn't only rely on the liver process and urine and feces, kidney and
Yes.
bladder. So,
Yep, which is
so
helpful because not everybody's pooping every day. I mean, a lot of people get blocked up with toxicity because they're just not pooping every day.
and a lot of livers are really messed up as
Yeah,
well.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So this is a really great thing, and people often notice when they first start taking it that their sweat stinks, things like that. Like suddenly they have really stinky sweat, as an example. So the other thing that humic does, which is really cool, is it hangs out in the bloodstream and it interacts with the cell membranes. And what it does is it increases cell wall permeability. So I like to describe it like if you're in a room and you have a door and a window, if you had four doors and four windows and they were all open, more things could go in and out more efficiently. So it works to increase the efficiency of cell membranes by increasing the permeability of cells. And this is really important now when we have things like, seed oils, which can clog cell membranes and affect mitochondrial function because you're not getting enough nutrients into the cells and can affect just the efficiency of cells.